Hey, how's it going?
Great to have you back. I think that let's just say that not only do our listeners, but I'd say ourselves as well, we need a recap of what's going on.
Absolutely.
So pretend like we know, but no one else knows. So explain it to the people, because we obviously know who we are, right?
Well, for sure, of course. As your dungeon master in Dungeons Dragons, part of what I always do is a little bit of a recap to get us started. And last time we had gotten our adventure off to a great foot because we had made it into the town of Greenest, where our caravan that we were all guarding had kind of been pulling up to, only to discover that the village of Greenest was under attack. And we have arrived just in time to do something if we choose. We were really on the fence, getting ready to decide at the end of last time exactly to what degree we were going to help this poor village that is currently, by all accounts, being attacked by these red-robed cultists that we have positively identified as the cult of the dragon, a kind of obsessive group of dragon-worshipping cultists that have apparently attacked this town with all of their 200 kobold minions. And all of our adventuring party here, which consists of Norm the Barbarian, Wayne, our dwarven bard, Erlich, our gnome warlock, and Berserker Billy, the Goliath cleric, a war priest, as I believe we had established last time. And after pulling into the village, we had discovered not only was it under attack, we had run into a group in a barn of 4 kobolds, and after eliminating very quickly and easily 3 of the kobolds, the final kobold we had gotten to surrender to us, and he warned us. This kobold, who we have been kind of going between different names for, we have named him alternatively Reek, Bob Costas, and in theory, he's got a name. He just hasn't told us his
Bob
name.
Bob Costas.
What about we can always ask if we care.
Well, no, I like Bob Costas.
Sure, Bob.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, and so we ate the other ones, right? We ate them?
In theory, we've got them ready to go. It's up to us whether we're making a campfire next door or whether we're heading to something maybe more urgent. Since the town is under attack at the moment, we could decide that laying low and making a campfire and resting while the town continues to get attacked is something we could do. But now with Reek or Bob as our minion, kind of having warned us that not only is this cult showed up here in force, they are here for the money that they can squeeze out of this village. And they've also, we figured out, they have brought something big with them, something they call the Cyan Wrath. And at this point, looking out from the barn, we'd be aware of 2 things. We'd be looking and we'd be seeing that there's the castle, the little keep up on a hill that's at the centerpiece of this village. And it does seem like there are cultists maybe starting to gather around that castle. We're also hearing screams from a temple kind of on the outskirts of town, a little country temple by the river that looks like it is surrounded and smoke is rising from it, but there's many screams coming from that temple as well. So that's a kind of our recap of what's happened in our adventure and what's going on right now. We're looking out of a barn, but we can do whatever we want.
Wait, one little point here. Bob Costas, didn't he tell us something important right before we stopped?
Mm-hmm.
What did he tell us?
He had warned us that when he was taking orders from the cult, he had warned us the cult's plans were to follow the orders of their high priestess, Frulem Mondath, and gather around the castle.
That's right.
But since we're his friends, he said we should run, for they have brought a monster, a great and terrible enemy,
like a dragon.
called the Cyan Wrath.
We should only let Bob Costas talk to us during his little halftime soliloquies during battles. He gets to break in for 5 minutes. Yeah.
As the war priest, I think I have to do a little ritual with Bob Costas.
What do you mean?
Do you want to haze him?
Yes.
To show his loyalty? Can we
Can we update his his abilities by doing some rituals, upgrade him?
What I want to let you do, War Priest, is first of all, you know that some of the magic you have at your disposal does boost people. You could give him guidance, which would give him a little boost on his next skill check, but I'll let you roll the die right now, and we'll add your religion bonus, which would be like a +2.
Protect him against
if you roll really well, maybe Bob will be feeling even more impressive.
So I'm going to roll this.
Billy has cast a 10.
Sweet.
You got a 10, and you add a +2 to that. With a 12, he's looking really invigorated. He says all of the prayers to your Goliath war god that you would be saying. But he doesn't seem like he's any boosted. He's not more proficient. He waves his dagger and then he drops it. He goes, one second. He puts it up again.
All right, so you failed, Billy.
No.
You failed. You failed. All right, so what do we, Tim? What are our options right now? What can we do?
Absolutely. We could start heading towards the castle where it looks like cultists are heading, and Bob had let us know that does seem like it's their goal in the end. There's also that temple that looks like it was surrounded where there were like screams coming from there. We could also like interrogate Bob some more, get some more answers out of him.
I feel like we need to make a move right now. I feel like it's enough talk.
Let's push the temple. Action. Let's push.
You want to go temple?
You want to go to the temple?
Let's push.
You don't want to go to the castle and see the dragon?
I think we go castle and say fuck this shit up.
There's a dragon right
play
there.
Toxic?
Man.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the castle.
Go to the castle.
Let's go to the castle.
Where's the Scion Wrath? Do we know what that is?
Bob will very quickly say, if you're saying this out loud, he says, going to be by castle soon. And he's kind of looking like he's expecting the Scion Wrath to be there any minute.
Yo, I'm about that action.
Shitty car.
Yeah, I want that action. I want that action. Let's go to the castle.
Absolutely, for sure. Now, as we start to head in the direction of the castle,
what if some of us don't want to go to the castle and there's a fight between us?
Do you want to kill Hank? Hank, it seems like he's splitting up right now. Who?
No, I won't. I'm not going to kill Hank.
I'm just curious how that would. I'm just curious how it would go if there was like we all didn't agree we wanted to go to the castle.
What's the options?
It would be a real shame if you were to try to leave us right now.
All right, Tim.
I'm not saying I want to. I'm just I'm curious.
Let Tim say.
I'd say this, some parties like put it up to a vote or have some kind of agreement, but at the same time, you can always split the party and go in different directions if you want to. But I would say it's traditionally held in Dungeons & Dragons that that's a risky thing to do. You never have to work together, but it's usually better to work together.
I'll tell you what, Hank, if you want to leave, if that's something that you think is a good thing to do,
I want to stay. I want to go to the castle. I was just curious.
Okay, we're going to the castle.
I want to fucking kill you right now.
I'm just,
You're being a bitch.
PFT,
I want to kill you.
I mean, I'm not going to.
In real life and in Dungeons & Dragons.
All right.
Sometimes one person wants to go in one direction can be like, I'm actually going to go scout that out while you all do that. And like, I'll rejoin you at some point. And maybe they have their own motives for going off and checking that temple out.
No, I'm rolling with. Just remember.
All right.
Remember this, PFT.
Oh, it's in my memory right now. Before we go to the castle, real quick question: do we have any sort of distance weapon with us? Like, if we were to send our little Bob Costas guy and have him spy on somebody, can we also monitor him and shoot him if he tries to defect?
Yes, we would have many ranged options at our availability for eliminating Bob should he look like he's going to betray us at any moment. And more importantly, he knows we have those options, so that makes him much less likely to betray us. Even if we're far away, he's still going to be afraid of us.
Okay, can you remind him real quick? Just remind him. Remind Bob that we'll fuck him up if he pulls a Hank.
Absolutely, with it. Would that be the bard kind of reminding him that?
Yeah, remind him.
I'll send a song of vengeance to him.
Yes, okay. We just want to make sure.
We've got some bows at our disposal. Yeah. And as we run through this town, it's looking like there's combat happening all around us. Not so much combat as townsfolk getting chased, really, but we're seeing red-robed figures and kobolds breaking into and out of buildings. But it seems like it's just too much. We could stop if we want to like mess with any of these people, but there's a lot of different groups causing chaos around here. As we start to worry about combat, I do just want to go down and let us know some of our combat abilities as we start to worry about these threats. I want to let our barbarian know that if we get into combat, you're going to have the ability to enter a barbarian rage. And rage gives you extra damage, but it also means when weapons hit you, they just kind of bounce right off of you. You take half damage when you're raging. You don't care. You just smashing through things instead.
Okay, that's
Bard,
yeah.
When you get into combat, the Bard, you have some weapons like a bow to shoot Bob with. You also have a sword, but mainly you'd also have spells like illusion magic and enchanting magic. The other thing you can do is give inspiration to your allies, and that can give them little boosts to combat that they get to decide when they use your
I'm like a strength and conditioning coach. Yes. It's perfect.
So you are literally like a coach in some ways. You're cheering people on, and they just get boosts to their rolls. Nice. And Hank, the Warlock Ehrlich, you have one main attack thing that you would do in combat.
Run backwards.
You have Eldritch Blast. And Eldritch Blast is you summoning like a ball of, it can look like fire or just like weird energy, but it deals magical damage that usually nothing is immune to. And when you launch it at people, it can hurt them for a lot. And that's called your Eldritch Blast.
Like a Kamehameha.
It is exactly, you are like launching a blast.
Exactly. Don't worry about it.
Hadouken. Sure. It's a Hadouken.
No.
It's a Hadouken.
Cool.
For sure. And the cleric, while a lot of what you will do is your magic is very focused on healing and boosting your allies. At the same time, you do have attack spells. You can throw sacred flames at people. And you have one powerful attack spell called Guiding Bolt. It's like a laser
Human
bolt
meat
that
shield.
Fire out of your hand.
I have a question. I have a question for Billy, real quick. No, I have a question for Billy, real quick. Billy, on a scale of 1 to 10, how jealous are you of me?
Dude, I'm like about to like cause an insurrection on you. Like seriously.
Right. You want to be me.
Can I cuck him of the alpha spot?
No, you are.
No, I'm a Goliath. I'm a Goliath.
Cat is a berserker, and you're not.
I'm literally the berserker blood guy.
You are a berserker.
No, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Can Big Cat's character donate plasma in high quantities?
Billy, you've been looking fat, and you probably should stay back.
Human meat shield.
Mm-hmm.
Just heal us when we get down.
We're good to go. That was just some internal strife. We just had to get that out. We're good.
I would let us know that we're well aware both the barbarian and the cleric, to be fair, can take a hit for sure. Those are our two frontline characters.
Cool. Tim, that was really nice of you to make Billy feel better.
I just want to let you know that I do feel obligated to also throw out there that technically the human barbarian is very big, but the Goliath would be a little taller than the human barbarian.
That's nice.
Good job.
Good job, Billy.
Way to make him feel big. All right, so let's do it. What do we do next?
And as you're charging towards the castle, you are seeing these groups. And if you don't stop to fight them, they don't seem to stop to fight you. But as you're heading towards the castle, one group is blocking our route. And just as it seems like these red-robed figures, they've drawn scimitars, and they're starting to maybe point them at us, but they're also looking like, maybe I just want to rob this cottage instead of messing with these two huge people and other individuals coming charging at the castle. As they look like they're hesitating, suddenly one of them turns around and is a woman with a golden mask on. This figure has a golden hem to her robes, and the golden mask that she's wearing seems to have tendrils that come off of it. One tendril sweeps up, two form horns going off like this, and then two sweep around in these cool arcs. But it's a very elaborate,
she seems important.
Is that the queen?
She sounds important to me.
She looks important.
You know what I want to do? I want to take these fuckers out and impress the queen with her battle abilities.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And as she turns, she goes, aha! And the red-robed figures seem to turn and look at what she's saying. And she says, it seems we have interlopers, interference.
Goddamn right.
They have wealth that shall feed the Dragon Queen's horde.
So that's
after them, my children. And it looks like 6 cultists are converging on our position right now.
Fuck.
And she starts to wave her hands like she's getting ready to cast a spell, but they're taking some time to get to us. We would get to go first, and if we go through in just the order I have us, Norm the Barbarian,
It's go time.
I like this.
What would you like to do?
Attack,
I have an idea.
Well, no, we have to attack.
I have an idea of how we could attack him.
What?
So you can go berserker, right?
Yeah.
Wait,
say that again?
Big Cat can go berserker. Big Cat's character has the ability to go berserker. I have the ability to talk somebody up. Can I talk you into going berserker?
Yeah.
I'm like Draymond Green and he's KD and I'm just going, come on.
Pump me up and then I'll go at him.
So here's what I'm going to say is this would happen on your turn, but let's say you're doing it right now. You're giving him bardic inspiration.
Yes.
You give him bardic inspiration, then what you get is a little boost whenever you want to add it to one of your rolls. And the best time to use it is if you got close, but not quite a success. You can be like, I'm calling upon my bardic inspiration. And you like think back to that moment when the Dwarven Bard said, what do you say to him to encourage him? What do you say to him that is the encouraging bardic inspiration? It's going to be something that he'll remember.
You need a code word.
I need a code word. My code word is...
or just like, go get
donuts.
Him, Tiger.
Donuts? I don't know. How about...
Go nuts for donuts.
It could even be you just playing a song for him, and that encourages him. But that's how bards
Let's rip.
are.
Oh, let's rip.
Let's rip.
All right,
That's a good one.
All right,
so you
all right.
say, let's rip, Perfect. And now on any D20 roll that you want, you're going to get a little boost if you invoke your Bardic Inspiration, but it's after you roll. You don't have to decide until after you roll. So you run in, you swing at one of the red-robed cultists, is that right?
Yeah.
Go berserker.
So I gotta roll, right?
Absolutely. So I assume you rage first, is that right?
Yes. Yeah. I'm going to rage first. Rage first, ask questions later. Okay.
Absolutely. And you roll a D20 and add +5 for your great sword attack.
19!
Nice! There we go!
Hell yes! Let's fucking go!
Rage!
So you still have the Bardic Inspiration. You do definitely not need to use it right now. Because you just got a 24. You slash this guy, and I'm going to roll your damage for you right now. You cleave this cultist right in two. You're like, I'll deal with this. Holy shit. And he just gets sliced right in half diagonally. Boom. Yeah. And the other 5, look at us like, no. And they start to back off, but some of them look like they're like, nah, I'll lunge forward and maybe take a stab at that barbarian. Good thing you're raging now. If they do hit you, you'll take half damage.
Yeah.
And that was a great turn.
Learn something, Billy. Watch and learn.
And then Wayne, you use your bonus action at this point to inspire the barbarian, and then retroactively, and then you got your action still. What would you like to do? I want to let you know you have a sword and a crossbow, let's say, that you could use. That's what dwarves would use. You'd use a crossbow. But if you don't want to use your weapons, you also have magic that you could do as a bard. One spell is Vicious Mockery. You insult someone so badly that they take psychic damage from how bad your burn is.
Mental
and
alpha.
They get disadvantage on their next attack roll.
Okay.
Or if you really want to take somebody out, the spell Hideous Laughter makes them just start laughing uncontrollably, and they drop their weapons and shit and fall to the ground laughing.
Ooh,
that's pretty cool too. So I like the tickle them to death option. I also just like roasting somebody so badly that their brain starts to eat itself. I feel like should I roast the lady with the weird hair and the braids and stuff? I feel like if I make fun of her hair, she's just gonna crumble.
She's got the mask with all the tendrils coming off it. It looks very expensive, and she looks like she is very egotistical, like she wants to be in charge here. If you use Vicious Mockery against her, she's probably going to be very mad about it.
Yeah, can I say to her, hey, that's a cool mask. Does it come in your size? Boom.
Nice.
You can tell it doesn't quite fit her exactly right. Yep. And she goes to adjust it. I'm giving her disadvantage on her saving throw, and she needs to roll. No, already she's doing bad. Yes, she's definitely failing that saving throw. And she goes, yeah, you would say that. And her mask falls off. Pick it up off the ground, and she looks very foolish in front of all of her teammates. You just dealt 3 points of psychic damage to her. I'm going to say she bonked her head while trying to, she stumbles and hits her head on a rock while trying to find your mask. And the next thing she tries to do will have disadvantage. Okay. Because you used division.
That was good. Tell her, make fun of her hair. Say like, hey, I didn't know there was a sports clips around here.
That's pretty good too. So if I'm making fun of her, does that mean that she kind of likes me now because I've done a good job of negging her? So she's got low self-esteem?
She does. She might have low self-esteem. She doesn't seem to like you anymore, and in fact, she is targeting you, Bard, with whatever she does next. She's conjuring.
I mean, she likes me. It's like in kindergarten when somebody, like a girl, pinches you.
Point of order, Tim. Are there love scenes in Dungeons and Dragons?
The answer to that is there can be if you want.
Okay, no, we want to keep it. No.
Yeah,
Billy was ready to fuck everything.
Send a note.
I control all the NPCs here, so it's really your call.
Okay.
So, you have definitely gotten her quite upset at you, Bard. You're going to be her next victim with whatever magic she throws your way. But you insulted her so badly, Vicious Mockery gives her disadvantage on any attack roll, so she'll be fumbling and stumbling.
Got it. She's neutralized. Cool.
Okay. All right, so what do we do next?